Good evening, everybody. Welcome to the Everglades University 2026 commencement ceremony. At this time, we ask that you please turn your cell phones on silent for the remainder of the ceremony. Thank you and enjoy the celebration. Would everybody rise and remain standing for the presentation of colors led by the Sarasota County Fire Department Honor Guard.
Honor Guard, quick change, look, carry, colors. Forward, march.
Please remain standing for the national anthem, followed by the Pledge of Allegiance.
Freeze it, halt.
I will lead you. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, halt. Right, face. Forward, march. Halt. Right, face.
Please be seated. I would now like to recognize our military graduates. Graduates wearing red, white, and blue cords signify that they have served our country in the United States Armed Forces, and we would like to recognize their contribution and thank them for their service. Would our military graduates please stand and be recognized as I call your name? Austin James Clark. Benjamin Turiski. Bethany Decker. Brian Darren Hampton. Charles Jury IV. Christopher Allen Durbin. Christopher Kuiper. Cody Christopher Box, Craig Quinteros, Danielle Colo, Ethan Stanford, Timothy Robert Beaton, Timothy Greg Biles, Timothy Kavanaugh, Travis A. Andrew. Thank you. Would our staff, faculty, and honored guests who are serving or have served in the United States Armed Forces please stand and be recognized? Thank you all for your service to our country. Tonight, the invocation will be led by Everglades faculty Holly Walker. Steve Scoubet.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Steve Scoubet. I'm a construction management inspector here at Everglades University. We're surrounded by remarkable places around here. Endless beaches, state and national parks, even world-renowned amusement parks. Each of these places has something in common. They remind us that getting there is as important as being there. Today, for each one of you who's graduating, the list of remarkable places has increased by one. While this place is meaningful on its own, it's the journey that led you here that deserves reflection. I'd like to share a little bit of wisdom with you that passed down from my family. My family and I believe that success in life is shaped by three essential things: health, wealth, and faith. Wealth matters because you need resources to support yourself and people who you care about. Health matters because, well, you cannot buy it, just ask any doctor. But above all, it's faith. Faith matters because that is what brought you to this moment in life. In my teaching at Everglades University, I'm yet to meet a single student who told me on day one of all my classes, I know for sure I will graduate. What carries everyone forward is faith. Faith in yourself. Many of you, through the years here in Everglades University, have balanced schoolwork with life, children, families, and full-time jobs, all competing for your time and energy. It was your faith that expressed through belief that the effort would be worth it. Faith is the reason why you're here today. As you continue your professional journey, know the challenges are not over. Some may even seem impossible to resolve. When that happens, remember this moment, and remember to keep faith in yourself. Congratulations, graduates. May you carry with you the sense of gratitude for where you have been, confidence in who you are becoming, and trust in the ability to contribute something meaningful to this world. Thank you.
Thank you, Steve Scoubet. And now Everglades University Campus Vice President Caroline King will provide us with opening remarks. Vice President King.
to the Everglades University Sarasota Campus 2026 Commencement Ceremony. Welcome, everyone. I would first like to welcome our honored commencement speaker, Heather Kester. And recognize our esteemed EU faculty and our hardworking Sarasota campus administrative staff. Let's give them a hand. This is such an exciting night for our graduates, and I thank you all for sharing this special milestone. We honor and give thanks for proud parents, grandparents, husbands, wives, partners, children, friends, and coworkers who have supported, encouraged, taught, and nurtured our graduates so they may be here tonight. Graduates, please take this moment now to recognize and thank all the people here tonight, both in person and in spirit, who have supported you on your journey to graduation. Commencement signifies the end of one chapter of your lives and the beginning of a new adventure. It is a special time when your educational achievements can launch you into a new and exciting career that may not have been within your reach before today. Graduates, I would like to take this opportunity to tell you how much the faculty and staff truly admire each one of you. You have successfully navigated life not only as a full-time student, but also as a parent, child, spouse, partner, caretaker, all while working full-time. These are challenging times for our nation and our world, and yet it is precisely in these moments when your passion, leadership, and the knowledge that you have gained from Everglades University matters most. The perseverance and commitment that you have displayed in your studies has led you to this very moment and prepared you for the task ahead. Building a cleaner, safer, healthier, and sustainable world for all of us. Graduates, on behalf of everyone at Everglades University, we extend our heartfelt congratulations to each one of you. We are honored that you chose our university, and we proudly welcome you as our new members of the Everglades University alumni. One final note, it has been my honor to serve as your vice president. I assure you that as you embark on new professional horizons, Everglades University's commitment to your success remains strong. You are our Everglades ambassadors, and we look forward to the positive and meaningful contributions that you will make towards the improvement of our world. So congratulations, graduates. At this moment, your long-held dream of earning a college degree has become a reality. I am now honored to introduce our very special 2026 commencement speaker, Heather Kester. Heather is a nationally recognized strategic consultant and founder and CEO of Invigorate Nexus, where she helps organizations and communities lead with clarity, navigate complexity, and drive meaningful change. With decades of experience across government, nonprofit, and private sectors, she is known for turning vision into action and bringing people together to create real impact. A former member of the United States Army Reserves, she brings a disciplined, mission-driven approach to her work. Heather is also the author of Energy Audit, a 6-week guide to revitalize your life, and an inspiring speaker who challenges others to think boldly and lead with purpose. Please join me in welcoming Heather Kester.
Kind of short, I gotta move this down a little bit. What an absolute honor to be here with all of you, and congratulations. It really takes everyone in this room and beyond to make sure that you graduates get here. So thank you all again. So graduates, wow, absolutely look at you. Did you think that you would actually make it here? Just take a second, look around. You need to soak this in. You're not getting this back. This moment, it didn't just happen. You've created it. You created it by making a decision to do something big, something bold, and something that required more of you than staying where you were. So who is this person in front of you? It's someone that is, again, incredibly proud of you. It's someone who understands that this moment didn't just come easy. That behind that celebration that we're here for, there was a lot of hard work, a lot of procrastination, a lot of long nights, and a lot of moments where you weren't quite sure you'd make it here, right? I'm someone who knows you didn't just show up. You made a decision to keep going. It's also someone who didn't take a straight path to get here, so I fully understand what you walked through, someone. I'm someone who takes risks, who's had to learn along the way, who's had to learn how to adapt and figure things out as I walk through it. And I'm someone who recognizes that this right here is not just this moment, it's the turning point. It's a reflection of everything you've pushed through, and a starting line for everything that comes next. Everyone, this isn't just a group of people who just went to college. This is a room full of people who worked all day, then came home, took care of kids, paid bills, showed up tired, and still decided to open a laptop, still walked into the classroom, still said, I'm not done yet. That matters. Some of you are the first in your family to graduate. Some of you started this years ago and you had to push the pause button and come back. Some of you weren't sure you'd even finish this. And yet, here you are. That's not luck. It's exactly what we call resilience for sticking through it. I want to tell you something really important tonight. The world we're about to walk into, it is for surely uncertain. It's changing faster than we've ever seen it. And if you listen to the noise, it can feel a little intimidating. People are talking about AI taking our jobs, economic shifts, industries that change overnight. But let me give you a little bit different way of looking at it. Because history tells us something very different. When the automobiles showed up, people thought the entire industry industries would disappear. And guess what? They did. But what replaced them? That's what's important. Entirely new industries. No one had ever imagined yet. And now with the internet, when it came about, think about how retail changed. It changed forever. And you know what? Lots of doors closed, didn't it? But what did we see in replace of that? Thousands upon thousands of others opened. That is the pattern I want you to think about when people talk about the change that we're going through in that uncertain times. We don't lose opportunity, we evolve it. And the people who do well in times like this, it's you. They're not the ones waiting for things to settle down and then they'll take action. They're the ones, it's like you, the ones who learn how to move within that uncertainty. Now, here I'm gonna get a little personal because I want you to understand that my path hasn't been that straight line that everybody just thinks about. You're gonna graduate and you're gonna go, right to college and go into the workforce. In fact, it started with a really big decision at a really young age. I was 17, a junior in high school, and I decided to join the military because it was the only way I could afford to pay for college. We've been there. I joined, and that was my reality, and it was what I had to go through. I didn't know exactly where it would lead me. It's led me to lead counties and communities. I just knew I was willing to step forward. And from there, my path continued to just evolve. There were moments where I had to relearn things, and I completely rewrote my direction. I can't tell you how many times. It just happens, and we have to shift along the way. But this is not what people talk about. Because what do we see on social media? We see everybody's curated perfect life, their perfect highlights, only the big wins. But in real life, we have to grow, and we grow through hard times. It doesn't look like perfect social media posts. Success is not that straight line that everybody wants you to believe. I tell you that from experience. But some of my best things happen through those harder moments, through those times of evolving, through those times of shifting, the ones that I would never have chosen to walk through. I promise you that. And those are the moments where that growth happened. It created personal and professional growth beyond belief. We are forced to adapt when we walk through change. You're forced to think differently. You're forced to step into what's next. And that's where that growth happens for you. Here's the thing, guess what? You've already proven you can do that, haven't you? Yeah. You know how to keep going when it's hard. You could have gave up. You know how to manage real life and still move forward. And you didn't wait for that perfect condition to happen. You built momentum anyway. That right there, that's what makes you already an incredible leader. Leadership is not just a title, it's not a position. Leadership is the decision to move forward when it would have been easier to just stay where you are. Some of you are already walking into careers and thriving. Maybe it's in the construction fields. And guess what? AI is not taking some of those, right? And let me just say this clearly. It's definitely, your skill set is needed. It's valuable. And what you do matters in a very, very real way. And others of you are actually working your way up in that phase of, you're thinking, how do I get to the next level? How do I grow from here? Well, you know what? Here's my advice. Please, don't just look for opportunities. I want you to learn to create it. That's what you did by taking that step to come to Everglades. I want you to learn to ask those better questions, to take initiative, to solve the problems no one has asked you to solve. Because the people who move forward, they are not waiting to be chosen or waiting to be selected for that promotion. They're the ones making themselves impossible to overlook. Make yourself that impossible to overlook. And your education right here from Everglades, it's done that for you. You didn't just receive knowledge, it gave you something far more important. It gave you that ability to think. It gave you that ability to solve problems. It gave you the discipline to finish what you started, even though you could have had 7,000 things that would have taken you away from it. And the confidence it gives you to step into something much bigger than you ever dreamed of possible. This has become, here from Everglades, it's your foundation. So as you walk out of here tonight, I want you to carry 3 things with you. The first is, I want you to understand that you are more capable than you have ever thought. You've already done something so hard, and I want you to not forget that. Second, uncertainty is not your enemy. Think about it from that different perspective. It's where our opportunities live. Take advantage of it. And 3, don't wait for the opportunities. You go out and create it. Get after it. Because the truth is, the world does not need anybody else waiting to be told what to do. It needs people just like you. People who show up, people who know how to adapt, people who build, and people who lead. Right where they are, making their own direction and creating their own future. So tonight, we want to celebrate you, and we want you to celebrate those late nights. Celebrate every sacrifice. Families, I want you to celebrate all the sacrifices it took from you. Celebrate the fact that you didn't quit. And then tomorrow, step forward with that confidence, because you didn't just earn a degree. You proved that you can build a life on your own terms. And with that, I want to tell you, class, congratulations.
And now, Bonnie Brett, Dean of Academic Affairs, will recognize achievement in academic excellence.
There we go. Hello. Everglades University students can achieve several forms of academic honors. And I'm going to recognize them now. Graduates wearing a bronze stole have earned a grade point average of between 3.5 and 3.69. They are distinguished with the honor of cum laude. Would the following graduates please rise and remain standing as I call your name? And I promise I've been working on this, as you saw. Jose Miguel Aldemar Nazare. Travis A. Andrew. Timothy Robert Beaton. Denisa Benachet. Jeremy Behrens. Cody Christopher Box. Callie Goff. Jonathan Dazan. Ryan Darren Hampton. Emmanuel E. Mendez. Ryan Miller. Anarellis, no, not Anarellis, sorry. Arelis, I got excited. Arelis Raffles Ramos. Colton Stilley. Lori Vapel. Thank you. Thank you. Graduates wearing a silver stole have earned a grade point average between 3.7 and 3.89. They are distinguished with honor of magna cum laude. Would the following graduates please stand and remain standing as I call your name? Carson Allison. Justin Arietta. Shavanice Anika Bryan. Eliana Cruz Serraro. Charles B. Drury IV. Yadiel Delfina Rodriguez. There we go. Anarella Spoolbacher. Freddie Gonzalo. Dennis J. Hunter. Nancy A. Allendahl. Kuba Kowinski. He's not here. Jeffrey Blake Pomley. Felix Rodriguez. Kayla Weatherford. Ricardo Yulick. Thank you. And this is our silver magna cum laude. Graduates wearing a gold stall have earned a grade point average between 3.9 and 4.0. They are distinguished with the honor of summa cum laude. Summa cum laude. Would the following graduates please rise and remain standing as I call your name? Peter Maximilian Bagnar. Leroy W. Benelli. Eric Russell Bowman Jr. Randolfo Emmanuel Cardinalera Sapita. Crogrit J. Cervante. Annabelle Crespo Mendez. Samantha L. Etta. Simone Claire Hendricks Cook. Lori Love. Elizabeth Million. Beyond. We talked about it too. Christian L. Phillips. Bethany A. Piz. Ernesto Silva Jr. Stephen James Smith. John Telez. Benjamin Terninsky. Casey Ufer. Karen E. Zabala. And that's our summa cum laude. Graduates who have earned a 4.0 are distinguished by wearing a blue and white cord. Would the following graduates please rise and remain standing as I call your name? Leroy Bonelli. Eric Russell Bowman. Croquette, J. Cervante. Samantha L. Ellis. Simone Claire Hendricks Cook. Lori Love. Elizabeth Mignon. Christian L. Phillips. Bethany A. Pez. John Teles. And Casey Ufer. 4.0. That's a lot of hard work. At this time, I would like to recognize the class of 2026 valedictorian and salutatorian for the Sarasota campus. The class of 2026 salutatorian is John Teles, and unfortunately, he's not here, but he did get a degree in construction management, his bachelor's degree in construction management. And this is a first for me. This year, we have a tie for valedictorian. First for me, but it's only my second, so that's good. Anyway, the class of 2026 valedictorians are Samantha L. Edo with a Bachelor of Science in Alternative Medicine, and Casey Ufer with a Bachelor of Science in Marine Resource Management. Miss Edo, Miss Ufer, could you please come forward? I have something for you.
We would now like to recognize graduates who have completed the Leadership Distinction Program, which is a program we initiated at Everglades University to promote leadership and community service. With the following graduates wearing a red cord, please rise and be recognized as I call your name. Samantha L. Edel, Kelly Law, and Dennis J. Hunter. We would now like to recognize graduates who served as Student Government Association officers for their service to our campus. Will the following graduates rise and come forward to be recognized as I call your name? Samantha Edel, President. Callie Goff, Vice President. And Dennis J. Hunter, President.
We are now at the point of our program where we have the pleasure of inviting our distinguished graduate speaker to address the class of 2025-2026. This evening's speaker is graduating with a master's in business administration and is also a veteran. Please join me in welcoming our 2026 graduate speaker, Arande Vessel.
Good evening. So I must admit, I did actually have an issue. I submitted a 12-page speech, and I'm only seeing about 2 pages. Good evening, faculty, staff, families, and my fellow graduates. Today is a celebration, but more than that, it is proof. Proof of the sacrifices we made, the pressure we carried, and the commitment it took to finish what we started. Because this journey was not easy. There were nights we were exhausted, and I mean exhausted, and I mean exhausted. Days where life did not pause just because we had an assignment due, and moments where quitting would have been the easier option. But we did not quit. For me, this journey became real the moment I stepped out of the Army in 2023. I made a decision. I was determined to complete my MBA, not just to strengthen my resume, but to become a stronger candidate, a stronger provider, and a stronger man for my family. Because for me, this was not just about a degree, it was personal. And I know I am not alone in that. Every person here had a reason, a why, that kept you going when things got hard. Coming from the military, I learned that discipline will carry you further than motivation ever will. This is why I inserted 100 push-ups, but for the sake of time, we're not doing 100 push-ups. Motivation fades, life happens, but discipline shows up anyway. And that same mindset is what carried us all through this program. Because whether your challenge was balancing work and school, taking care of your family, as you can hear mine, or pushing through doubt and uncertainty, we all faced something. And we all made the same choice, to keep going. You can see the pattern here? Keep going. This is what this moment represents. Not just intelligence, not just qualifications, but resilience. Because success is not about perfect conditions. It is about what you do when things are not perfect, where you're tired, when you are unsure, and when no one is watching. Integrity and service. And through all of this, I have come to believe one thing. It starts in the mind. Now, we step into what is next. And the real question is, what are we going to do with this? Because this degree is more than an achievement. It is a responsibility. A responsibility to understand that this degree is not a trophy. It is a tool. A tool that should make us better leaders, better decision makers, and better servants to the people and communities we are a part of. And the truth is, this education did not give us all the answers. It gave us something more valuable, better questions. Questions that challenge us to think deeper, to lead with intention, and to make decisions that actually matter. Because what we have gained here is only powerful if we use it. The world does not need more people who are qualified. It needs people who are committed committed to growth, committed to discipline, and I love that word discipline, but also committed to showing up, especially when it is hard. So as we walk across this stage today, remember what it took to get here. Remember the version of yourself that refused to quit. Because that version of you is the one that you will carry forward. Because in the end, it does not start with opportunity. It does not start with luck. It starts in the mind. Thank you.
We've all been waiting for the presentation of degrees. Graduates, please rise and come forward when your major is called. For the Masters of Business Administration, will you please rise and approach the stage? And don't forget your hoods. Christopher Dustin Keselowski. Aronde Anthony Baffle. Daniel Coelho. Daniel earned a Master's in Business Administration with Construction Management concentration, as well as a Master's in Leadership. He's still with Ricardo Yala Castillo. He's earned a Master's in Business Administration with Construction Management concentration. Business Administration with a Project Management concentration, Duke David Tran. For our Masters of Construction Management, Karis Powell. All right now. She's also a veteran. Thank you for your service. Molly L. Shumway. Our Masters of Public Health Administration, Concentration in Complementary and Alternative Medicine, Tanya Prince Armstrong. For our Masters in Sustainability, will you please rise and approach the stage? Heather Lynn Hoops. Do you need the stool, Bonnie? Felix Rodriguez.
Video. No more pictures. The other guys doing pictures. They can do
And now on to our bachelor's graduates. Will the graduates from our Bachelor of Science in Alternative and Renewable Energy Management please approach the stage? Chio Arias.
the cowboy way. All right, that's done.
Will the graduates from our Bachelors of Science in Alternative Medicine please rise and come forward towards the stage? Aliani Cruz Sariel.
I know, right?
Samantha L. Edel. Callie Goff. Simone Claire Hendricks Cook. Heather McGurn. Melena Elizabeth Sedler. Kayla Weatherford.
Oh, yes.
Will the undergraduate Department of Aviation and Aerospace please rise and come forward, standing at the front of the stage over there next to Carlos. Dennis J. Hunter and Lucy. Elizabeth Mayon. Okay. The Bachelor of Science in Aviation Management, Aviation Aerospace with Airport Operations Management concentration is Timothy Beek. Our Bachelor of Science in Aviation Aerospace, Aviation Maintenance Management, Gabriel Janicki. Will the graduates from the undergraduate business department please rise, come forward, and stand over by Carlos? Those are our Bachelors of Science in Business Administration coming first. Donisa Pinochet. Annarellis Blubacher. Brian Darren Hampton. Gabriella Renee Schmidt. Will our Bachelors of Science in Construction Management please rise and go form a line over by Carlos? Travis A. Andrew. Jorge Aponte. Justin Arietta. Peter Maximilian Bogath. Marie Michelle Francois Arrington.
Let's go, Ray!
Karina Gomez. Freddie Gonzalo Lubena. Jeffrey Blake Plymel. Matias Ramirez Barrero. Ernesto Silva Jr. Karen E. Zabalos. Our Bachelor of Science in Crisis and Disaster Management, Eric Russell Bowman. Our Bachelor of Science in Healthcare Administration, will you both please approach the stage? Chevanice Anikia Bryan. Nancy A. Iandoli. Our Bachelor of Science in Hospitality Management, Croker J. Cervantes. Science in Land and Energy Management, Madison Starr Sulia. Now for our Bachelor's of Science in Marine Resources Management, Casey Ufer. And last but not least, would our Bachelor's of Science in Survey Management please approach the stage and go stand by Carlos? Jose Miguel Amador Nizarin. Anibal Crespo Mendez. Dale Allen Qualls. And last of all, Ireles Raffles Ramos.
Vice President King, I would like to present the graduates of Everglades University, Sarasota campus for the 2026 commencement ceremony.
Without further ado, would the graduates of Everglades University, class of 2025-2026, please rise for the conferring of your degrees. By the power vested in me by the state of Florida and the Board of Trustees of Everglades University, I now confer upon you the appropriate degree appertaining. You may now move your tassels to the left, signifying that you are graduates of Everglades University. Congratulations, graduates. The benediction will be led tonight by Faculty of Business Administration, Dr. Holly Walker. We ask, yes. We ask that everyone please remain standing after the benediction until the processional has concluded.
Please rise if you are able. Tonight, we pause together at the threshold of something new. We honor the work that brought these graduates to this moment. The long nights, sacrifices, the doubts overcome, the perseverance shown when the path was not easy. We also honor the families, the friends, the faculty, mentors and supporters who walked beside them along the way. As you leave this place, step into new opportunities. May you carry forward not only knowledge, but wisdom, not only ambition, but compassion, not only confidence, but humility. May you have the courage to lead with integrity, the curiosity to continue learning, and the strength to remain kind in a world that often needs more understanding. May you find purpose in your work, meaning in your relationships, and hope, even in seasons of uncertainty. And when life becomes difficult, may you remember that success is not measured only by achievement, but by the lives you uplift, the bridges you build, and the good you leave behind. Graduates, as you go forward from this place, may you do so with open minds, steady hearts, and the confidence that you are capable of making a difference. Congratulations, and may peace, purpose, and possibility walk with you wherever your journey leads next.